There in the city of clouds, life flowed like an endless stream. I left the flying bed in space like a satellite, not without regret and longing. Because for me every kind of separation was painful and saddened me. I watched it leave endless space like a dream at dawn until it disappeared behind some morning clouds. I had nothing to expect. The man in pajamas had gone to charge the camera. The portrait of those people had left a deep impression on me, and it was not an illusion, nor a mirage. I did not really know how much power they would have to act after they were dead. But it should not be forgotten that Archimedes was also dead and had brought trouble to the whole world. Why shouldn't these people who had shaken the world when they were alive also have a power? I didn't have any thoughts about these wet and rheumatism clouds. I didn't sleep anymore. Maybe I had changed the bed. The lack of weight now was not an event, but it had turned into a routine. Maybe a little annoying, like any other ritual paradoxical. Suddenly the cloud was severely shaken by an explosion that had to be of a nuclear nature. My mind went to put on the safety belt. An old reflex and not useful at the moment. According to the Voice of America, there were contradictions in the solar system because it belonged to the constituent elements of the Archimedean lever. It was suspected of radioactive elements. I also learned from the man in pajamas who had a preoccupied face that the intervention group quickly determined this anti-Mendelian collage. But in fact this crazy Archimedes had nothing to do with Mendeleev. His aim was the empty boxes of the table. With them he was envisioning the world. Is attacking the world with the theory of nothing, said the man in pajamas. We come from nowhere and we go to nothing, I said, taking a populist philosophy pose from those at the universities. Nothing is four-dimensional, said the man in pajamas, continuing as if he were talking to himself. Nothing can be seen with the naked eye, it enters and exits 4 times a day in our lives. Before bread and after bread. Because of it, we cannot understand the present, it is like the so-called shell of time. Yes. Nothing. Nothing. What is it? I asked. Ah. This is a beautiful question, said the man in pajamas, and why did he smile? It is our life itself. A little later we learned, not without some kind of internal enthusiasm, that the famous terrorist Archimedes was killed again by a Roman soldier, while he was shouting like hundreds of years ago, Eureka! A new catastrophe had occurred with unforeseen consequences for all of humanity.